So, when people ask me, what's better, Mendoza or Buenos Aires? I've never know what to say because it's like comparing a cup of coffee to a cup of tea. Both are amazing, just in completely different ways. I've lived in both. I've sipped wine in Mendoza's vineyards with the Andes stretching out in the background, and I've wandered through Buenos Aires, getting lost in its endless street and cafe culture. Both of those moments felt like Argentina, but in totally different flavors. So let's break it down, shall we? Mendoza used to be way cheaper than Buenos Aires, but lately, not so much. Eating out, groceries, and some tourist activities are getting expensive. Rent and property prices has increased as well, but it's still a bit more affordable in Mendoza. Buenos Aires isn't crazy expensive, but if you're living in trendy areas and eating out often, your wallet will feel it. Mendoza is slow mornings, quiet city streets, and fresh air that smells like grapevines and dirty roads once you step outside the center. Buenos Aires is alive. Horns honking, music spilling out of restaurants, and people everywhere. It's just a question of what kind of rhythm you want. If you love wine, Mendoza will ruin you. Nothing hits the same after you've had Malbec straight from the source. And the asado culture here is unreal. Hours disappear over slow cooked barbecue, good company, and even better meat. The food scene in Buenos Aires is massive. Empanadas, steakhouses, different kinds of bakeries, international cuisines, and some of the best Italian food and desserts outside of Italy. If you're a foodie, Buenos Aires definitely wins. Mendoza is small, no subway, but you can walk most places. If you want to explore the vineyards or mountains, you'll need a car or a bus. In Buenos Aires, public transport is cheap, fast, and kind of chaotic, but it works. You don't need a car at all. Mendoza is sunshine and mountains, with landscapes that feel straight out of a dream. The region enjoys dry air, cold winters, and hot summers, like really hot, but nothing extreme. There are two ski resorts, Los Penitentes and Las Leñas, located 2 to 4 hours away from the city by bus. In Buenos Aires, the weather can be quite humid, with sticky summers, rainy days, and a damp winter chill that somehow makes 10 degrees feel freezing. What I also like is that towns and cities like Tigre, La Plata, and others are in close proximity to Buenos Aires, making it easy for day trips or weekend escapes. If you love hiking, easy access to nature, and want to travel to Chile easily, Mendoza is the place to be. If you prefer city parks and beach views and are open to visiting Uruguay by ferry, Buenos Aires might be your speed. For remote work, Buenos Aires has way more co-working spaces, networking events, and cafes filled with people on laptops. In Mendoza, not so much. But if you like working with a mountain view and a slower pace, it's paradise here. Mendoza's nightlife is wine bars, local boliches, live music, and craft beer under fairy lights. In Buenos Aires, it's a whole different thing. You can go out at midnight, eat dinner, and somehow the night is just getting started. If you love that kind of energy, Buenos Aires will keep you entertained forever. If you'd rather wake up early in a quiet space, Mendoza is your place. Let's admit it, crimes happen anywhere in the world. Both cities also depend on the neighborhood. Some areas are safe and others not so much. When it comes to quality of life, I think Argentina as a whole is an amazing place to raise kids. There's a deep-rooted love for children and families in the culture, and that makes a huge difference in daily life. As for school options and activities for kids, Buenos Aires definitely has the edge with more variety and opportunities. If you're planning on staying long-term in Argentina, the residency process across the country follows the same bureaucratic rules. But the main powerhouse site is in Buenos Aires. In Mendoza, because it's a smaller city, you may experience more personalized service, and it could feel like things move at a slightly quicker pace. This may mean fewer foreigners, less congestion, and more one on one interaction with the officials at the immigration, which can feel more efficient and less overwhelming. Personally, I obtained my permanent residency and citizenship in Mendoza within the minimum time frame. The only downside is that if you need to update or retrieve your documents from your embassy for any purposes, you will need to go to Buenos Aires. Also, most experienced lawyers might be located in Buenos Aires too. If you want a city life culture and a never ending list of things to do, Buenos Aires is the city for you. It's a place that never slows down, where every street feels alive, and there's always something happening around every corner. You get to interact with international people more often too. From art galleries to tango shows, from buzzing cafes to rooftop bars, Buenos Aires is a city that constantly pulses with energy and excitement. But if you're someone who longs for mountains, slow paced days, a breath of fresh air, and the kind of space that lets you breathe deeply, Mendoza will still your heart. It's a place where life feels a little simpler, a little quieter, but not too rural. As for me, I love both for different reasons. There's something about Buenos Aires' vibrant energy that's contagious, and the food scene too. But at the end of the day, I find myself calling Mendoza home. Maybe it's the people, the slower paced rhythm, who knows?